What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I'm going to show you how to do mark hunting for the Galarian Birds in Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know it's the Crown Tundra! Alright, let's get started, you guys. As everybody probably knows, this probably isn't a shocker to anyone, they shiny locked the birds. It's a really disappointing decision. Obviously, they're going to save them for events or the, Dynamax raid adventures or whatever they're going to do, but they didn't allow us to get the shinies. You can get shiny Reggies, you can't get the shiny Galarian Birds. But one thing you can do is go mark hunting. So I decided I would go mark hunting. There are a ton of marks. There's so many marks in this game. We'll cover that at the end of the video, but first off, I just want to show you, for everybody who knows what a mark is and knows exactly what I'm talking about, this is how you do the mark hunting for Galarian Zapdos. I'm pretty sure this will work for the other two birds, but I haven't done them yet. I did Zapdos first because it's my favorite, and I'm like, yo, let's go Zapdos, let's get it. So anyway, I did choose Zapdos. Basically, what you're going to do here is Master Ball catch Zapdos after you save it, okay? Save it right before you encounter Zapdos. I guess that's your very first step. Master Ball is not your first step, but you do want to save it right before you encounter Zapdos. So you're running and you're chasing Zapdos. Save it right before you're about to encounter it, or shortly before you're about to encounter it. Save yourself a really long running process, because it does take forever to chase this thing down. Master Ball it, then go through the couple of little things it shows here. You have to go through these every single time. The phone comes out and you have to talk on the phone real quick, and then as soon as at the bottom left, you'll see at the very bottom left, your Y-com button comes back. Right there, as soon as that comes back, you can actually go to the menu. So that's your visual cue for when you can hit the X button, go to the menu, and then you want to go to the summary. Just check on the summary and go to the ribbons, okay? You can hit left and you can go straight to the ribbons, and if it has a ribbon, that will be the mark, okay? So you're looking for a ribbon in there. If it has no ribbon, that one, it didn't have a ribbon, so I didn't reveal my face cam. When it does have a ribbon, for my particular setup, I have to hide my face cam so you can actually see it. So anyway, we'll do that. I'll show you guys a mark here in just a second. I was able to get probably 3 marks. I think I did get 3 marks. I got the same mark 2 times, which was the sleepy mark. You get that for a certain time of the day. There's marks for time of the day, there's marks for weather, there's marks for a lot of different things, so I really wasn't sure what mark I was gonna get. Alright, so you can see we did track down Zapdos. I've got the footage sped up here pretty much. Basically, if you don't get a mark on your Zapdos, you just want to feint that Zapdos. Now, don't worry, when you feint Zapdos, it's going to come right back to the spot. You can see that basically it did a little message there that said Zapdos fled to a different area, so Zapdos isn't gone forever. What it does is it gives you a new Zapdos. You're not going to be able to reset in front of a Zapdos because they're predetermined spawns once you can see it. So you want to go and encounter that Zapdos and feint that Zapdos. So you do have to encounter the same Zapdos twice every time you want to check it, because you have to encounter it 1 time to check it, catch it with the Master Ball, and then you have to encounter it a 2nd time to feint that one and get a new one to spawn, and then you got to go chase down that new one. So that's what you can basically see in this video. I sped up the footage quite a bit just so that we could skip through some of this a little bit faster. I did this all last night. It took me like 3 hours. I got 3 different marked Galarian Zapdos, and I finally got a mark that I was satisfied with. So I tossed away 2 marked Galarian Zapdos. I was like, just get rid of these ones, I don't care. The marks aren't so rare that tossing them away is really a big deal. So you just keep tossing them until you get a mark that you like, basically. It just really depends on how much time you want to spend on it, but you'll get a mark pretty quickly. They're not that hard to get. Now, I do recommend getting the mark Charm, which basically triples your odds. Again, we'll talk about that later in the video because it's all specific and there's numbers and I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, but there is a mark Charm that you can get from the Isle of Armor. Once you complete the Pokedex in the Isle of Armor, you get a mark Charm, and I do have the mark Charm, so that definitely made this a lot easier for me. And yeah, you guys, once you get basically a mark that you're satisfied with, you can go ahead and just keep that one. But in order to keep it, if you don't want to use your Master Ball, then you have to go re-encounter it again and catch it in the ball that you want to catch it. So I wanted it in a luxury ball, so I had to go and reset after I got the one that I wanted. I'll show that in just a minute. Right now, we've got the sleepy mark. okay? You get this at night. So basically, you could get this anytime at night. There's an early riser mark as well if you play in the morning. That one's gold, interestingly, so I thought that one was better. The sleepy mark is gray, but it doesn't really make that big of a difference. It's just a color thing. I just thought that one mark was particularly better than another mark, so I thought that one was more desirable, and I worked harder to get that one. And I didn't really care about the sleepy mark. I think Zapdos is a pretty electrified, exciting Pokemon, so yeah, the sleepy mark just didn't really quite add up, so I was like, no, I'm gonna toss away the sleepy mark. I did get the sleepy mark 2 times, and then basically you just want to keep on encountering Zapdos and catching it in the Master Ball so you can see what the mark is, or if it even has a mark. And then you have to go and reset and then take it out, you know, just knock it out. And then you get another one. You can see I'm chasing that one down. And then once you go get that other one, then you have to catch it with the Master Ball, check and see what the mark is. And the reason you do that is because it's going to be so much faster. It saves you a lot of time so you can keep on checking them faster. And then you got to chase it down. And as you can see, chasing it down can really, really, really cost you some time. Honestly, it can. But then once you finally chase it down, you save it. As you can see right in front of it, I'm saving it. It's a really, really important thing to save it right before you check it, because that's going to save you a lot of time as well. Hit it with the Master Ball, and then after you hit it with the Master Ball, you check the mark. In this case, I got the mark I was actually looking for. So this is the clip that's the glorious clip. This is the one where I actually got what I was looking for. I was very happy about that. And I had to speed up a lot of this footage because honestly, it takes forever to go through this process, but it really wasn't as long as I thought it would be. It really wasn't that bad. It was actually a pretty good little process. I had a pretty good reaction. If you guys do want to see the reaction, go check out the live stream, because I was like, oh! Because I was pretty excited, because look, it's the same color as Galarian Zapdos. Like, it looks the same. It honestly looks amazing. I think it looks fantastic. So anyway, you guys, just a little bit of a mark, you know, video here. Let you guys know how you can get a mark on the Galarian Zapdos. I thought because I was encountering Galarian Zapdos and then resetting and then encountering the same one, I thought I wasn't going to be able to mark hunt, but you can. You just have to go through this process and basically feint Zapdos after it's not the one that has the mark that you want, and then you can go and re-encounter it. It's not too bad of a process, but it's a little bit tricky. It is a little bit tricky. If you follow the steps that I put here, you'll basically do it as fast as you can possibly do it. So there you go, you guys. That's it. That's really it. Now let's go ahead and talk about all of the different marks that you can get and the odds of the marks in the game. We'll go talk about that right now. Alright, you guys, so we made it over to one of my favorite resources, probably the best community resource that there is on the World Wide Web. This is Cerebi.net. And of course, we have a lot of info here about marks. My camera is kind of covering it. Sorry about that, you guys. But if you want to go here, it's really easy to find. I just Googled mark odds Pokemon Sword Shield, and it's the first thing that comes up. So yeah, Cerebi is really well ranked on Google just because they're like the best resource and everybody's always looking for them, so they always get the clicks or whatever. So here we go. Let's see if I can actually show you guys these up above my head here. We have got the rare mark 1 in 1,000. We've got the personality mark 1 in 100. Weather mark 1 in 50, time mark 1 in 50, fishing mark 1 in 25. That's really good odds. And of course, with the mark charm, you get 2 more chances. This basically gives you 2 extra rolls for getting a mark, essentially tripling the rates. So there you go, 3 in 1,000, 3 in 100, 3 in 50, whatnot. Okay, so let's go see if we wanted to find a rare mark. I'm gonna find a rare mark on here and just show you guys what a rare mark looks like. But we've got lunchtime mark, sleepy time mark, dusk mark, dawn mark, cloudy mark, rainy mark. So we got time of day, we've got like sandstorm, we got certain weather, things like that. This one is a uncommon mark. This one is a rare mark. We've got the mark for reclusive Pokemon. I mean, this is pretty interesting, you guys. The excited mark, we got the intense mark. That's the one that I got. 1 in 100 to get this one, and 3 in 100 to get this one. So that's pretty cool. We got the zoned out mark. I like that. We got the angry mark. Very cool. Smiley mark. There's a lot of marks here. The intellectual mark. Many, many, many marks. I want to see the 1 in 1,000 marks. Here we go. 1 in 1,000. Rare mark. A mark for reclusive Pokemon. Let me make sure you guys can see this. The Recluse. All Pokemon have an extremely small chance of having this mark. 1 in 1,000. That's the only mark that I see Anyway, you guys, that's it on marks. That's all we know about marks. They don't really have much of an effect. There is one added effect. Much like ribbons, you have the ability to properly attach the mark to the Pokemon. This means that when you throw the Pokeball with the Pokemon and call it into battle, it will have a special tagline that shows it has the mark. So you'll see, like, you know, it'll be like Magikarp, the, you know, Magikarp, go Magic, here, let's see, we can do this. It says, go Magikarp, the catch of the day. So it'll say Magikarp the great, or Magikarp the whatever, Magikarp the sleepy, or Magikarp the intense, right? So that one is Magikarp the catch of the day in that particular instance. So there you go, you guys. That's pretty much everything I know about marks, and a quick little guide on how to mark hunt on your shiny, or sorry, not shiny, Galarian Zapdos. All right, the shiny will be coming out in an event, hopefully. But there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smack that like button down below, and please drop a comment if you like the content. Let me know if you guys got any marks on your Pokemon. What mark did you get? And does anybody have the rare mark? Let me know in the comments. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to my amazing subscribers, and peace.